Ladies and gentlemen, Gothic. Before I get started, I do want to say shoutouts and thank you to all the people who made this run happen, including but not limited to Andiddy, Bragwin, Caspian, Krenzler, Dame Celeste, Dark Day, Ektklug, Exubasi, Frieza, Game Geek, Glorious Barbarian, Hourglass, Icket Claw, Inosians, Judo Joker, Catabo, Colgrim, Loke the Night Reaper, Lucas Slaughter, Megaskullmon Spockmon, Mizuno Speedruns, Mr. Red, Noctisec Soul, Pesnator, Roman Cure, Savacom, Sonashi, Tastenhauer, TSB, the person who put this game on the books, Oxymoron, who I think hasn't watched it in years at this point, and our majority shareholders, which are Jesse's Mask and Croatia. Thank you, all of you, as always. This game took 943 days to fund, which is actually a little bit above average. But that makes sense. I don't want to call this game niche. Obviously, it's certainly got a wide, broad appeal. And obviously, Walker is trying to interrupt my speech here, which makes perfect sense to me. Walker is going towards Chained Echoes, Expedition 33, and someone else in chat pick something. Someone who isn't Rax. So, Gothic, yeah, hey, hi. You know what? I'll go with the Jack block. That needs some love. So, normally this is when I tell you the in-depth, extensive behind-the-scenes that I've managed to find about this game. There's not a lot. I've got like 3 sentences jotted down for my notes here, and that's it. That's literally it. It's 2001 is when this game came out. This is by Piranha Bytes. You may remember them as the people who made Risen and Elix, and then were eaten by THQ, and then were eaten by Embracer Group, and then were destroyed by Embracer Group as of January. So, for those of you not aware, Embracer Group are evil. It's a holding company designed towards trying to invest in things, and so they decided to invest in video games, and so they invested in a whole bunch of the gigantic cash grab games that were let loose by the disaster of the THQ destruction. So they bought them out, and Embracer was like, you know what, we're gonna kill all your projects and all your funding and all that, but you keep functioning in 2023, and then July of last year, the studio was formally shut down. Now I know what you're thinking. Lord, there's a Gothic remake in development, and you're right, by THQ Nordic. It's one of the other survivors of the THQ implosion. No release window on that, to my knowledge, so we'll see. Anyways, I mean, holding companies are the devil. Nothing new here. Moving on. But anyway, so yeah, the Piranha Bytes came on. Well, we want to make a game. 4 years to make this game, which is, that's a thing. That means they started working on this game somewhere around 1997, which honestly explains everything I've seen about this game. For example, let me just tab over to the game for just a moment here. All right, here we go. So let me just use my mouse on the menu. Okay, let me just move my mouse on the... Yeah, so anyways, there's no mouse support. The mouse does not exist. There's no mouse. We're in hell. We're in hell. I'll put that towards Jedi Fallen Order. Yakuza 0. Whoops, 0, not 9. Is there a 9? And Donkey Kong Bonanza. I have no idea, Jay Palmer. No idea. It's on the Switch. Thank you, Kennex Cal, for the sub. Yeah, so, yeah, this game... this game, I just... Christ. So, for years and years and years, I've heard about Gothic, and it's always been touted as one of the best RPGs ever made, which, of course, always makes me terrified to stream a game that's listed as one of the best games ever made. But I've also I've heard it reported to be like the game that made the splash. Let's talk about that concept briefly. So, almost every video game market has had at least one game that was their splash game. That was the game that really, really pushed gaming forward. There's actually several, obviously, even within this individual market. But a lot of those games, it's, hey, this comes out, and it hits widespread. It's luck, right? It's luck. It hits widespread appeal. It spreads like wildfire. People find out about it, then more people find out about that, etc., etc. And that causes the gaming area space to explode. That's your splash, right? And then all the people are like, oh, video games exist. And this is repeated several times throughout history for several regions. And indeed, like I just mentioned, no, this is not my terminology, Benoit. As I mentioned, several people have said that Gothic was the splash game for Europe. This game was made in Germany, obviously, with some assistance from some Polish people, which is funny considering this is the 90s. And if you know anything about Poland's economy in the 90s, especially its video game space, that's a trip. Not going into that right now. So, I wasn't able to find out really anything detailing the making of this game, or the impact of this game, or the release of this game. I was able to find so little information about this game and its behind the scenes that it was actually kind of distressing to me, because usually I like to go into the history of it and the backstory. But in this case, I'm going off of vibes, because all I'm just going off of is what I have heard from people. So I can't actually tell you any of the big in-depth details about the making of this game or its impact or anything. So, instead, I'm going to tell you about the process of getting this game running. So I have the GOG version, which, generally speaking, involves me bowing to Evo. Super bow. Thank you for the sub, Evo, as always. So, for those of you not aware, I have never played Gothic at all, not counting a couple of nights ago when I got the game running to make sure the game was running. Hang on 1 second. So that's going towards Little Kitty, Big City. Look, I see a sub and I bow. It's just reflex. I have to instantly. Pathfinder, Wrath, Healthy, Righteous. Have I played any of the other Gothics? No. Nor have I played Risen. Nor have I played Alex, actually. And Dragon Age 4. So yeah, I'm walking in pretty blind here, which is fascinating for reasons we'll go into in a minute. But let me talk about getting this game running. So, I have the GOG version. I'm like, okay, run the game. And the first thing that happens is the game crashes instantly. It's a very clean crash. It's just game starts and then crashes. And I'm like, okay, well, normally, I can tell you the future right here. Normally, what this would do is this would mean that this game was vetoed. But I actually kind of knew this walking in, because this is a historically significant game. That's the reason why it's because for those who don't know, we actually have a rule. If I have to go get fan patches or do manual adjustments or get a third-party program to get a game running, then that game is vetoed, because A, I got better things to do. B, that can lead to some very unpleasant and frustrating things. And C, I've got other games to run. But Gothic is something that's considered historically significant, so I was going to go ahead and bend the rules for this game. So sure, I go look up, find a couple of fan patches with relative ease, install the fan patches, and my entire computer hard locks, and I have to go pull the power plug to shut it down. So, I'm like, okay. So I look into a little bit more fan patches, because there's actually like, I want to say like 8 fan patches for this game. And TSB desperately doesn't want me to tell you the story. And I'm like, okay, hang on. And it turns out that in some cases they recommend you use only one fan patch. In some cases they specifically recommend you use multiple fan patches layered on top of each other. And it also depends what version you're playing. And after doing a little bit more in-depth digging, it turns out, to my legitimate shock, that the Steam version is actually apparently more stable, which is wild. For those of you not aware, usually the Steam version is the one that's frustrating and irritating to get working. So I buy the game a second time. It's $20, it's whatever. Buy the game. I'm like, okay, let's try to get this version working. So I try to run the game innately, and it crashes instantly. And I'm like, okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. It's all fine. Hey, you funded this out. So game gets up and running. It doesn't get up and running. I'm like, okay, what specific things do I need? And I find out that this game actually has Steam Workshop support of all things. And on Steam Workshop are several patches, including a pointer to another patch. So I end up getting 4 patches total to this game, and finally get the game actually running. This process, by the way, I'm really running through this because this took me 2 hours. Now, you'll forgive me for being very frustrated about this, because in addition to the fact that I spent 2 hours getting this game playable, not streamable, that's actually a problem we haven't even reached yet, just getting the game running. There's also the fact that this was like an idiot. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be playing Gothic soon. I've already committed to this. So it was like midnight, right? So I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and plop down, get the game running, get it working, do a couple of quick tech tests, and then we're good. And then I went to bed at about 2. Because, 2 hours. That's how time works. So, game preservation. Finally, after getting 4 separate game player patches in order to get the game running, look, okay, now I have to get it streamable. Now, the good news is that was actually a joke. Thank God, after all that nonsense. However, there's one last irritation, and I'm not going to ding the game for it, because remember, I generally don't ding games for things that are an obstacle to streaming a game, because most people aren't streaming a game, and that's not really a ding against the game, right? As weird as that sounds. Other Waters, Road Warden, but TSP, I can't put money towards Goodbye Volcano High. You're going to have to pick something else. Either way, thank you for the donation, TSP. I mean, hitting go on stream doesn't change the streamability. I just pull up OBS, make sure that the game is windowed, because I need the game windowed, and then plonk it over there. There you go. Boom. Streamable. Thank you, Dark Day, for the bits. As always. I'll put that towards whatever you decide when you get there. Okay. Okay, 5. So, this is going to be a weird stream because the game is up there in the far upper left corner, and it's locked there. I cannot move it. And it's about this big of a window, and I cannot resize it. So that's my life right now, up there. So I've readjusted everything else to accommodate this. So chat's actually over here for once. I got my preview pane down here. I got my notes over there. And the game is that corner. So this should be fun. And that, but it works. It works. I got the game streamable. I got the game playable. So this is gonna be fantastic. So let's go ahead. Yes, TSB. Like any donation can add something. So new game.
The kingdom of Murtana, united by King Robar II. During the long years of his reign, he was able to defeat all foes of his realm. All except one.
The furniture maker. The evil, evil orcs. Oh yeah, by the way, this game has very Kingsfield vibes, from what I've already seen.
The war against the orcs took its toll, and the prisoners of the realm were to pay the price. The king needed swords for his army, and every man guilty of a crime, no matter how insignificant, was forced to work in the ore mines of Corinus. To make it impossible for them to escape, the king sent out the best magicians of the kingdom to create a magic barrier around the entire valley. I was one of them. Something disturbed the delicate structure of magic. We were trapped inside our own barrier. 1 second of negligence was enough for the prisoners. Corinus was now under the control of the convicts. The king had no choice. He had to negotiate. He needed the ore. Month after month, the king supplied everything the prisoners needed. Month after month, they brought the ore to the edge of the barrier in exchange.
How does ore leave if people can?
Until the present day. Another convict was brought to the cliff. He did not know, but he would change everything.
In the name of King Robar II, bearer of the scepter of Verant, I sentence this convict to...
Stop! Convict, I've got an offer to make you. This letter must reach the leader of the Magicians of Fire.
You're wasting your time.
You may choose your own reward. They'll give you anything you ask for.
Very well. I'll take your letter. On one condition. Spare me the rest of his nonsense.
How dare you?
Keep silent. Right. Send him in.
Wouldn't you just give me a letter? Maybe you shouldn't just throw me into the water.
Welcome to the colony.
That's enough. Leave him alone. And now scram. Get up. I'm Diego. I'm not interested in who you are. You've just arrived. I look after the new arrivals. That's all for now. If you plan to stay alive for a while, you should talk to me. But of course, I won't keep you from choosing your own destruction. Well, what do you think?
By the way, this is a good time as any to mention 2 things. First of all, cutscenes are skippable. Shockingly. Ask me how I know. But no, cutscenes are skippable, so no negatives there. Second of all, immediately upon landing on this screen, what would be your first instinct to do? Like, just talk me through it. Use the mouse. Okay, obviously, we've already talked about there's no mouse. Okay, so use the arrow keys. Okay, here's me using the arrow keys. Okay. Wait, what? Oh my god. Okay, so apparently the up arrow key does work. I didn't know that. Left, down, and right do not. In order to navigate normally, you use W and S. This took me longer to figure out than I would like to admit. Oh, of course. But see, here's the problem. The manual's in German, and you don't speak German, Talia. So you look at the German, and you look at the manual, and the manual says, Arni, Flargen, Schargen, Targen, Blargen, Nargen, Nargen, Fargen. This is what German actually sounds like in real life. I can't speak German at all. I have no idea, right? It's a skill issue. Actually, all jokes aside, Quite have mentioned this briefly earlier, but one of the things that was actually noteworthy about Gothic was how widespread it got, because there were actually quite a few. 2001 wasn't exactly the dark ages of localization. Localization had started actually finally turning itself around as of like 1996 or 7, depending on how you define that, and would actually start getting legitimately good by about 2004, 2005. But the point is, this game was localized every freaking where. Most people in the world have had access to be able to play Gothic because effort was put into making sure that it was exported everywhere. Now, 1 second, please. I need to pull up a document in the background. Let me go ahead and start by saying something. Before we go any further, I want to mention something, because very recently, in a stream that was not recorded, so this is mostly for you YouTube viewers who weren't there to when I mentioned this live, we had a whole discussion about vibe, and about how human beings tend to live on vibes rather than living concrete, like data or facts or figures. So, and vibe's cool and all, and as long as you're doing it with intelligence, as long as you have a brain about it or acknowledge it, there's nothing necessarily wrong with it, as long as you don't vote based on vibe. But I mention that because even immediately, I can tell you one thing that will probably actually be memorable / good about this game, and that is the vibe. One of the things we talked about very recently is a game that scratches a unique itch. A game that is unique. A game that does something that nothing else is doing. And that is probably going to be this game. Several people have argued that this game invented Eurojank. Here's my own thing, here's my own research can tell that's not true, but this game codified Eurojank by several accounts and several sources, so I'm willing to concede the point here. Okay, so it looks like we don't have Road 96 on the list. That's actually wild. I thought we did. Okay, whatever. What is Eurojank? If you don't know, I'm not going to bother going into it, because it's just, I'm too elitist to really discuss Eurojank. Have you ever played Witcher 1? Because that's Eurojank. This game is Eurojank. Oh yeah, Sacred. That's actually another great example. I'll just do this. Yeah, there's a very... we actually played a game called Blackguard on camera, which is a turn-based, grid-based tactical RPG. Which was pretty Eurojank, even for something that was essentially an XCOM clone. Eurojank is its own particular flavor and brand of awkwardly weird. Like, the controls are just a little bit off. The cameras are a little bit weird. The tone is unusual. The dialogue can be eyebrow-raising. It's usually funny when it's not trying to be, and it always has that very distinct flavor to it. It's that one little local restaurant you go to. You're not 100% what actual type of food they serve, but no one else serves anything quite like that, so you keep going back to it. That's Eurojank. And yeah, what we had here in the States, Doom and Half-Life, I know those are both FPSs, but it's still true. Yeah, Pathologic is definitely Eurojank, especially Pathologic 2, which we actually reviewed. Doom and Half-Life actually established... Hey, you guys came up with the term Eurojank, not me, Benoit. Established a lot of norms when it comes to game design. Even though those are both FPSs, those norms have been used across a huge variety of games. Just to name a very, very simple example, F5 and F9. Right? That was pretty much codified by Half-Life and the Source engine in general. Using tilde to interact with certain things, menuing that had specific types of drilling and tunneling by using escape and enter. Left mouse click being a interaction and right mouse click being menu toggle sensitive. A lot of this kind of stuff. All of this was established in the 90s here in the States and kind of became the norm, right? We had a lot of people who aped that, a lot of people who realized that there was a good thing behind having normalizations when it comes to game design, and here we are. From what I understand, Europe still to this very day has never actually done that. And obviously Japan did that even earlier than we did, because Japan's gaming industry is like a full decade ahead of us. But anyways, moving on. So, I can barely read that. What do I need to know about the place? Why did you help me? Oh, right, I can't get down. Why did you help me? I have a letter. Okay, so what do I need to know about this place?
Okay, what do I need to know about this?
Or I'm voiced.
We call it the colony. You'll know already that we produce ore for the king. Well, at least we do, in the old camp. There are 3 camps within the barrier, The old camp is the biggest, and it was the first.
Right. How do I get to Old Camp?
How do I get to the old camp?
Right.
You just follow this path. The old camp is the next reasonably safe-looking place you'll come across. There are a lot of wild beasts between the camps. You'd be mad to walk around without a weapon.
And was incredibly widespread, even.
Where do I get a weapon?
When you get to the old mine, have a look around. I'm sure you'll find something useful. The mine is easy to find. It's just a few meters along the canyon.
Why did you help me?
Because you needed help. Otherwise, Bullet and his boys might have killed you. And I couldn't just stand by and watch, because I came all this way to make a suggestion.
A suggestion?
Yes. After this little incident with Bullet and his guys, you should be aware now that you need protection. Everyone who arrives here has a choice. There are 3 camps in the colony, and you'll have to join one of them. I'm here to show the new ones that the old camp is the best place for them.
Where's Bullet now?
He and the others bring the goods from the outside world into the camp. You'll find him there. But if you plan to fight him, be careful. He's an experienced warrior.
VTM B1 didn't crash my entire computer. Mr. Road. Or whoever asked that. Yeah, it was Mr. Road. There it was. Twice, actually. I kind of fast-forwarded through the 2 hours of hell.
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Really?
I was given it by a mage shortly before they threw me in here.
You're lucky I can't afford to show my face around the mages anymore. Anyone else would gladly slit your throat for that letter. That's because the mages pay their couriers a lot, and most people here don't have anything. If I were you, I'd shut up until I met one of the mages. Although in your situation, that's not likely to happen.
Why not?
The mages are in the castle in the old camp. Only Gomez's people are allowed to enter the castle.
Who's Gomez?
Gomez is the most powerful ore baron. He's the boss of the old camp, the most powerful man in the colony.
Let's assume I want to join his people. What do I need to do?
At the gate of the castle, you'll find a man called Thoris. Tell him Diego sent you.
You know, Diego's actor's fine, but our actor is so bad.
Thanks for your help.
We'll meet in the old camp.
Chapter 1. Welcome to the colony. Okay. How do I save? Okay, let's just save. Okay, so everyone in chat who has not played this game, how do I attack something? It's going to be relevant in about 6 seconds here. Remember, there is no mouse. Here we go. I'll attack this meal bug right here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Nope, nope. Nope, hang on. Nope, hang on. Oh god, I've actually forgotten what it is. I know I did some rebinding because this was a problem I was running into. Is it this? Nope, hang on. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Okay, we're in combat stance now. Alright. Nope, that's still not. Hang on. Hang on. I swear I got this working when I finally got the game working. It took me 3 minutes and quite a few deaths to do it. But, okay, so it's G, I think? It's T or G? There it is. It is G. Okay, so hold down G and then press forward. Hold down. I think the default binding is actually worse because the default binding is control. Not about you. But holding down control and then tapping W or A or S or D in order to attack was quite literally physically giving me a hand cramp. That's why I rebounded to G. Yeah. Anyways. So I don't know how to loot. Wait, I think I figured out how to loot. Maybe. No. Loot. No. Shoot. Oh, God. How do I loot? Ah! Okay, hang on. Don't tell me. It's, No, hang on. Let's get out of combat. Oh, you can only do that in combat stance. There we go. Okay. Hey! Okay. We have successfully looted. To be very clear about that, the way you loot is you have to hold down the action button, tap towards the thing you want to interact with, which then opens this thing. Then you have to make sure you're mousing over the item you want to loot, hold down action again, and then tap in the direction of your inventory, which in this case is to the right. This is the game we're in for. This is my special hell. Of course, Sub-Zero. I would never, ever give a negative to Elden Ring, for example, for having rebindable controls. So anyways, negative to the controls here. And then a second negative, and then a third negative. Okay, we're good. All right, moving on. Yeah, I would have already quit this game, to be quite honest with you. Not during what you're seeing, because remember, I've actually already played this game quite a bit off camera in order to just be able to access the game at all. No. Let me show you. So I've already saved, but let me just double check that and just save there real quick. Okay, so let me show you what actually happened. So I was like, okay, I'm going down this way, trying to figure out how to interact with stuff, failing, couldn't figure out how to attack, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to go this way, because there's a road, and he just said go down the road, so sure, okay, whatever. So go down the road. Everything's cool. I'm heading down this way, and I see, I think it's a bird thing? I'm not sure what this thing is, but I see this bird. And the bird's like, hi, I got you. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I should fight the bird. What then happened was about, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds of frantic trying to figure out how to do anything whatsoever. As the bird very slowly, because this is clearly a tutorial enemy, it barely attacks you, very slowly pecked me to death. So that was my quit point. If this was not a review, and I was not being paid to do this, I would have already put the game down. Double checking something. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I have to do this. Let's reload, get our health back. I don't know how to heal still. So hang on. Everyone's asking off-camera questions. I had not heard about Mortal Kombat Legacy. I have no idea which two games were added to it. I haven't heard about an H3 copyright. I have no idea what's going on with that, and honestly don't care. It just sounds like drama to me. And what's the other question? Something about... Oh yeah, Europa Universalis 5. Do I think it'll have feature parity with EU4? No, not at all. I think that it's going to be the usual situation where it's just not as good, and then eventually it'll get patched up to better if all things go well. Is Silk Song's actually been on the list for quite a while. I'm not going to tell you how long, because that would involve actually going and opening a document. Right now, I don't care to do that, so I'll grab everything. Loot. Okay. Come on. Yeah, by the way, did you see that Surviving Mars is getting a remaster? Surviving Mars, which does not need a remaster, which is perfectly good, now, is getting a remaster. There we go. Yeah, Surviving Mars is so recent of a game, our review of it is current. It is post-Oblivion line. Yes, I did, and it's exactly what all of us said it always was. So, no shock there. Like, seriously, that is exactly the expected thing. They were just continuing to develop the game over and 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 over. Anybody who's ever either been a creative type or been around a creative type knows that type of feature creep. It is common in anyone who is creative in any field to just keep creeping, to just keep developing and keep developing and keep developing and keep developing and keep developing, or writing or drawing or painting or whatever. That's just how those people are. And Team Cherry was already like that with Hollow Knight, and frankly would not have even released Hollow Knight except for the fact that they were basically forced to. So yeah, they just kept developing. None of that was even remotely. What I found surprising, what I found amusing, was Jason Schreier was like, big, in-depth story about what happened with Team Cherry, and it's like, So, Dakota mentions that fall damage is lethal, which I actually already knew that, because right past, so here's the jump, by the way. It's actually even jankier than it looks, because if you jump on a slope, do you see how you run into an invisible wall as you're jumping forward? Well, there's actually a way to bypass that. I don't know how to do it deliberately. I've only done it a couple of times. It is quite funny. Woo! No, couldn't do it that time. But you can kind of get into this like rolling jumping thing. It's hysterical. Oh, there's the jump skill. I didn't actually know that. And up ahead, like you see this ramp that's going down, right? Well, I was jumping down here and I got a little bit past this, and the bird aggroed me. And I'm like, okay, I got to get past the bird. And so I jumped and kept going and then went over a ledge and then died. Now you're probably thinking, oh man, that clearly it's because you jumped such a far distance. So I'm going to save one more time here just because I want to show you the height that killed me. You ready for this? This is great. I'm going to laugh if it doesn't kill me this time. Hang on. God, who would ever play this game, Iron Man? Oh my god. This is not a short game either. Okay, hang on. So birds following us. No, can't quite get the jump going. Nope, still can't get it going. Ignore all the loot. We'll reload and loot stuff in a second. Okay, it was right here. So I was thinking I could just jump down. There's a gap in the fence. I'll just jump down here. No, it was the fall damage that killed me. Okay. So, I think I've looted everything up here. Yeah, I'm gonna double check. Okay, can't loot the barrel. Okay. I don't know how to access my inventory. I just realized. I don't know how to access my inventory. Hang on. How do I... Okay, I figured out how to navigate my inventory. Do I have any weapons? Do not. Oh, God. I have 5 arrows. Well, I've got some food, which has a life bonus, and the beer has no life bonus. Hashtag relatable. Got 11 coins. Okay, so yeah, let's scooch up here. Let's grab a few things. Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about how here we are playing a beloved PS2 classic from 2002, but two points of that sentence are actually a lie. Just making sure I don't aggro anything here. Let's Kind of inching forward. Grab some blueberries. Love me some blueberries. And there's our sword. Nope, never mind. Actually, didn't know this was here. So Croatia wasn't spoiling anything for me. Croatia. The Brown Era... So when exactly the Brown Era started is certainly debatable, but generally speaking, we consider it about 2000 to about 2010. The whole of the aughts is functionally the Brown Era. Okay, so hang on. Inventory, there we go. And then... Yeah, this actually isn't full Brown Era. It's 2001. We're still early on. Nope. And yeah, not every game in that era was Brown Era, obviously. But a lot of games had some of the issues of the Brown Era. Nope. Forward would not have occurred to me. I'm going to be very honest about that. For example, Zelda Twilight Princess, which isn't a particularly brown game, nevertheless has several of the hallmarks of the Brown Era, such as oversaturation and reliance on bloom. Okay, so we have a weapon. We're going to go ahead and save and try this again. Behold, combat. Okay, it's a little faster than punching. And I've actually killed this thing already on another save with punching. That was a little longer. Raw meat. I love raw meat. Yeah. Yeah. Look at his run animation. He's so excited. He's so excited to have a sword. I can't wait to go killing people. Okay, let's grab some stuff here. Please, there we go. And yes, no weight limit. Our level is 0, by the way. I find that funny. Very few games start you off at level 0. It's extremely rare for obvious reasons. I love how my protections are all 0. My strength is nothing. My dex is nothing. I have 5 mana, 40 health. My skills are all 0. Okay. Woo. Woo. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think it's everything here, so we got to deal with the other bird now. So let's try Jongo's. Oh shoot. There we go. Patented method here. Hey, Sonoshi. No, the rest of the Gothic games, well, I'm not going to say they're vetoed, but they're probably vetoed. Alright, so. I think that's everything. I think I've looted everything previous to this point. Oh yeah, by the way, a selling point of this game was that there's no guidance, no nothing. There's just go, do whatever. There's apparently an entire path we skipped? Jesus Christ, am I that terrible? Granted, I am craning my neck to look in the upper left corner here. Yeah, people love that. Every time I hear someone... I understand people not wanting to be held by the hand, because I actually tend to give games negatives when they are over-tutorialized, because I hate that as much as everyone else. But one of the things that tends to irritate me is when people say that they love a game that treats you like you matter, or that like doesn't carry your hand, or, you know, doesn't treat you like a baby, and they always use it in such wonderfully insulting terms, as if having guidance in a video game is just an inherently bad thing, and that always rubs me the wrong way. If I could use another comparison that well, if Valerian was here, they would appreciate. Oh, shoot. There we go. It's like people who love to overspice their food because they want to prove how they're a real man. Yeah, yeah, I love it when my tongue is on fire. Do you want to actually taste your food? No! Give me the flamethrower! You know what? Yeah, I think I agree with that quite. Let's just start doing our usual process of getting some numbered saves going here. Yeah, just give me a Scoville nuke. I'm ready! I'm ready. I want to regret this in about 8 hours. Actually, yeah, Strike Anywhere. I've noticed that too, and thank you for this up. Like, if you know what you want to put that towards, please let me know. I actually enjoy spicy food quite a bit. It's one of the reasons it frustrates me so much. My spice tolerance is through the roof. I don't really have a reason why, it just is. I really love spicy food. But you know what I really like is flavor. And a lot of you know what I mean, because there's a difference between spice and heat. Okay, I think that's it. Hang on, let's try this little mine thing. It's a pickaxe. Okay. It sure is a skybox, Jay Palmer. Reminds me of Morrowind, actually. In fact, the whole game reminds me a lot of Morrowind. Some people do like spicy food. I'm one of them, Luke. I am not one of the people I'm referring to, strangely enough. I know. Shocking. I do actually think the character models look better than Morrowind. Guys, when did Morrowind come out? I'm really, real curious here. Real curiosity. After this! Bethesda, calling you out. I love his jog animation. He's on an adventure. He's just so happy. Yeah, sorry, this is Eurojank Morrowind. Because Morrowind is just bad. I was asked a question, I kind of missed it earlier. Hang on, where was it? Oh my god, we actually have a lot of people today. That's terrifying. Ah, right, the Final Fantasy Remake trailer. No. I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's see. Where do I start? Mayo issues. I will admit, I tend to make fun of people with... How do I describe this? See, I would say no spice tolerance, but that's actually not it at all. Because it's not lack of spice tolerance, really. It's just people who think pepper is spicy. Right? Like, the old joke is that people who think... Two Worlds. Oh, God, I've actually played Two Worlds. People who think mayo is spicy is the meme. But you know the type, right? You know the thing I'm referring to. I try not to make fun of those people too much, but I mean, Loke, I am so sorry. We're here for you, okay? If there's anything you need to get off your chest, you know, confessions, you don't have to, right? It's all on you. We are here as a community to help you get through the horrifying trauma of actually liking Two Worlds. I am so sorry. If there's anything you need from us, just let us know. I'm sorry. I just saw in chat right next to each other. Literally, the one line was, Two Worlds was a decent game, I thought, followed me by, what the hell is wrong with you? Two Worlds is Temu Oblivion, is what we would call it nowadays. It is like the most generic version of Oblivion you could imagine. And keep in mind, Oblivion's already pretty generic, right? It's like bog standard Western RPG. And now generic it up a little bit more. Okay, so... I will admit I enjoy Oblivion for whatever that's worth. But even I, when I reviewed Oblivion, gave it piles upon piles of negatives for all of the jank that game has. Because it had... Oh, people. Okay, so... What's your first thought upon seeing two people in this game? I don't know about you, my first thought is, nope. Nope. Yeah, this is a prison, right? I actually was paying attention in the opening cinematic. So, nope. But we have a save button. So let's do this. Leroy! Ah, here I go killing.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Okay, they're not attacking me on sight. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Hang on, let's... Oh no, how do I talk to someone?
But keep it to yourself.
Some people never learn.
There it goes. I tried that earlier and I didn't work. Whatever.
You're hunting, aren't you?
Looks like it. What do you want?
Do you have some hints for the hunt?
I could teach you a few things, but everything has its price.
Which would be how much?
A good gulp of beer will do to start with. Then we'll see.
I actually have beer on me.
Here you are. Take a beer and tell me about hunting.
God, this voice acting. Here you are, take a beer.
Scavengers. That's what we call the big birds. Should be attacked one after the other. It's easy to lure single scavengers from the pack. If you come too close, they'll become irritated. After a while, they'll storm in your direction. At this point, you should be waiting for them with a raised weapon. If you manage to strike the beast before it hits you, you have to keep fighting. Then you'll be able to defeat the creature without being hurt yourself. If it hits you first, well, just don't let him.
What else can you tell me about hunting?
A lot, but it'll cost you more than a beer. If you know how, you can take the creature's teeth, claws, and skin. It's hard to get them, but they are valuable. At least every merchant will trade those things with you.
So I need skill points and lots of ore to learn how to skin.
You're demanding a lot for your advice.
Possibly, but you can earn a lot of ore with this knowledge. All the animals you kill without knowing how to cut them up will just rot away. That's a wasted opportunity of skinning them and selling the fur at a high price. If I were you, I'd try to gain this knowledge as soon as possible.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I want to warn you. If you continue this way, you'll be entering our hunting ground.
What do you hunt?
Mostly scavengers. There's a lot of meat on them.
What do you hunt?
Hard to get them. Once you know how.
Really? How's that?
Ask my friend Draxon. He knows more about these things than anyone.
This dude. What's funny is you've noticed almost all the NPCs are fine, and then there's us. And we're voiced by, like, the dude reading the lines for the English voice director so that they can then enunciate them for the English actor. And then they just used that. I don't know if that's true or not, but Jesus Christ.
Why is this area so dangerous?
You just arrived, haven't you? There are different areas in this colony which are all more or less dangerous. The paths between the camps are quite safe, but even there you might come across some wolves which look on you as easy prey. And that's exactly what you are until you get a proper weapon and armor.
Where can I get better equipment?
The nearest place is that old camp. Just follow the path that brought you here. But you can get the stuff cheaper in our new camp, provided you know the right people. If you go to the old camp, ask for Mordrag. He's one of us. For just a little ore, he'll sell you the proper goods.
Tell me more about the areas of the colony.
If you travel between the camps, you'll need a map to distinguish paths and dead ends. Dead ends often lead you to dangerous canyons where you encounter creatures you'd better avoid. Do not enter the old ruins. There are too many around here, and most of them are old fortifications dating back to the time of the First Orc War. Some are abandoned orc dwellings. There are often orcs in those ruins, or even worse creatures. I'd avoid those places, especially at night. And one more hint, don't go into the forest.
Got it. Note to self, go into forest.
Where do I get a map?
Ask the people in the old camp. There's a cartographer living there. Maybe you can steal one of his maps. If you manage to do it, take one from me as well.
I was gonna say, this looks foresty to me.
Why? Doesn't he sell the maps?
If you get enough ore to pay for it.
Ah! We have become one with the other hunter. I love the total lack of correct intonation. Why doesn't he sell the maps? In case I have to say this, for those of you who are not primary English speakers, how that sentence should have been said is, why doesn't he sell the maps? Emphasis there should be put on the word sell, because in English, I actually don't know how this is true in other languages, but in English, you put emphasis on the word that is the primary focus of whatever it is you're talking about. And in this case, he's telling us to steal the maps, so we then rejoinder that with sell. Doesn't he sell the maps? In other words, I don't need to steal from him. I can just focus on stealing. Or selling, excuse me. Purchasing. But instead Bob from accounting was like, okay, hang on. Let's see. And he forgot his glasses that day.
Thanks for your help.
Don't go thinking everyone's gonna be so friendly, kid. There may not be much in a newcomer's pockets, but some folks would even beat you up for a pickaxe.
I'll keep it in mind.
And yeah, he was half asleep and he forgot his glasses. Okay, so that was a successful conversation. Let's save. Now let's kill him. No, I am not that stupid. So, let's go ahead. Try. Hang on. Wait, he has an angry voice? How do I proc this? How do I make him sound angry? I want to hear angry Gothic guy. Listen, James Sunderland has no charisma. We all know this. Gothic guy here. That's, oh my god, I'm blind. I'm blind. Is there an option to turn that off? No. Okay. Oh, by the way, I love how you can turn the mouse on or off. I know what you're thinking, but you have it off. Trust me, if I turn it on, it's still not there. Okay, whatever. We got this. The Eurojank. Yeah, this sounds like someone who has just discovered reading. It's like, oh, I can read? I don't know, TSB. Okay, hang on, save. This is the greatest combat I've ever seen, and I've played FF11. Okay, is there swimming? Yes, this game is officially better than New Worlds. Oh my god, there's even, like, drift in from the river. Holy crap. This game is too advanced for its time. Let's see if I can figure out how to go down. Don't tell me, don't tell me. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Nope. I give up. How do I go down? Germans look at their right hand with disdain. Or they're all left-handed. Oh, God. Okay, okay. Okay, hang on. How do I... Oh, Jesus Christ. What? Okay. Hang on. Okay, okay, okay. I have discovered forward. Oh god, my breath didn't come back. Why did my breath come back? I guess you could say this game was breathtaking. My sunglasses are packed! Along with like half the rest of the universe. Oh my god, I hate having to go towards that stupid sun! Ugh, okay, okay. Okay, okay. No direction. I got this. I got this. Sure. Sure. Hang on. We'll make a 5. Sure. This is Gothic guy's canonical reaction to being locked in here. It's like, you know what? I'm good. And now my head is inside the... Ah! Okay, so drains health rapidly, and then death. We just shove our head into the sand. Oh, yep, no, that's what I do here too. Okay, so hang on. Let's go back across the water, because I just realized we roamed in the wrong direction here. Let's raise our swimming skill. Wait, seriously? Okay, hang on. I have to see this now. Hello, Boyds. I'm ready. Take me. Take me. I accept. Why do they sound like chickens? Aw. They're not eating my corpse. I was hoping they would eat my corpse. Which is probably the first time I've ever said that sentence. I've played a lot of video games in my life, but I've never said that. Okay, okay. It might just be different Boyds. And by Boyds, I mean animals. Look, it's fine, Zactap. Just Flash, he does his own thing. Let him be. Okay, so back to the mainland here.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Same old story every time.
Yep, that's right. I turned away from the blinding light of the sun. So we can go into the forest, the thing they just told us not to do. Or I can go this way towards that guy over there, who looks armed and dangerous. There's also the Tower of Death, which rotates away from visibility as I look at it. God, this is so Morrowindy. And some kind of base. So yeah, I'm obviously to the forest. Let's do this. What is that? It's one of the mole things. Yeah, okay, I got this. Just kind of scooch up here. Don't aggro anything. Did that say hell mushroom? Well mushroom? Nell? I can't read that font. Okay, so that's kind of scooch. Lots of boids up there. I love this animation. So I noticed there was a strafe button, and this is the strafe button. We turn into a gorilla for a few seconds. Oh, that's great. Okay. I'm never hitting that button again. Alright, so let's see if these guys want to kill me, because there's a bridge and there's people in front of it. So let's just kind of scooch up here. Steal this plant. And anything up on the hill? Probably not, but we should be thorough. Nothing. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful foliage of the next 30 feet in front of me here. That's an exaggeration. It's probably about 50 feet. Alright, well, let's try to walk across the bridge. Don't mind me, guys. Okay, they didn't stop me. I'm actually surprised by that. I do like how the bridge was obviously stone at one point, or was going to be stone, and then became wood, and then became wood on top of wood. Because... oh, Jesus. Oh, no. Okay. Like, you can really get the vibe of exactly how not this place is. There we go. Oh yeah, let's see. Let's look at our experience. We're still level 0. Oh, God, we need 500 more experience to hit level 1. I know we start at the bottom and by God we stay there, but Jesus. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're free. We're free! We're free. Okay. Magic Whisperer. Yeah, we literally start at level 0. We are not part of any guild. We have no skills in anything. The tree just... yeah! I still don't know how to heal. I would say we could rest at a bed. Maybe we'll get magic at some point? I don't know. Okay, so do we go into town, or do we try to level? I'm trying to put myself into the mindset of an old RPG, and if there's anything I've learned about old RPGs, it's that you need to go mindlessly grind to do anything. So naturally, I'm not going to do that. But I do want to know what these guys are.
What are you doing out here?
I want to be left in peace, so get lost.
You got it.
Come on, put that thing away. Put that weapon down. The right decision.
Well, I was going to kill them, but then I couldn't. Oh my god, what am I... Oh god, I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke. Ah! Okay, there we go. Okay, okay.
I warned you before. Keep your hands off.
Oh no! Oh, and we're dead.
And you'll regret it.
You don't need that much ore anyway.
And he just robbed my corpse. Okay. Wait, nope, nope, nope. Load. Load. There we go. Yeah, he robbed me. Look, I was just testing, okay? What are those? Because those look like... Okay, I mean, those looks like Cazadors. I still have nightmares about Cazadors. Okay, we got this. Bloodfly, I think is what... Didn't even have a chance to react. I was trying to, like, waiting for him to stop, and he's just like, oh, hello. I don't think he even attacked me. I think he just ran over me. Got it. Okay, well, with that way thoroughly locked off, let's try the other way. Hey, Chill Pangolin, congrats on being in WoW soon. Okay, so I'm gonna scooch down here. Don't want to fight that. Yeah, Pangolin is a new form that druids are getting. Harnir druids are getting in WoW. I do find it interesting how roads are not actually safe, which I suppose makes sense, since they serve another gameplay purpose in this game. Okay, so another Void. Orc Leaf. Oh god, I should look at my inventory. Alright, so... Okay, it's food, apparently. You know, I find it funny how do I phrase this? The inventory system, the interface here, is what I would normally refer to as terrible. But at least I can tell at a glance what I'm looking at and what it does. As long as there's no special effects that it doesn't say in the tooltip, that would be terrible. So required strength 10 to wield the sword. Damage 10, or excuse me, damage 12. One-handed weapon and a value of 12. Do I have 10 strength? Ugh. I do. I have 10 strength and 10 dex. No, yeah, it's for a game that, to my knowledge, was originally a PC game. This is a very console inventory. What? Come on. There we go. Okay. Thank God food doesn't rot in my inventory. That would be terrible. Those look like goblins or something. And that just... Oh, wow. Is that aggro to me? No, he's just turning me. Okay, so that... We're gonna know there. Oh, no, I'm looking forward to the next, like, several days of my life here. This is going to be great. I'm ready. Welcome to hell, Ross. one shot. "2001, Ross." Yeah, no, I'm trying to keep it light, trying to keep it funny, but this is gonna be hell. The next few days of my life are going to be hell. So we've got T-Rexes, we've got goblins, and we've got flies. There's one direction we haven't gone yet. It's okay, we do have access to cheats. But I'd rather play this or FF11. I have cheats in this game. The goal is to not use them, but it's a wonderful safety feature. It's just sitting there. It's a comfort, right? It's knowing that if I run into a wall, at the very least, I can just hit the toggle and be like, all right, screw it. Well, I've looted some arrows earlier, so I'm assuming ranged combat exists. So we've got lots of birds, like 4 birds that way. And some kind of new creature this way. Oh, that's just the mola thing. Yeah, never mind. And we're dead. Loving that feedback. I should jot that down as well. Any advice for a 14-player playing 11? Abandon all hope. So yeah, since we are completely locked out at this point, we either have to defeat the goblins, defeat the raptors, defeat the gnolls, defeat the bird pack, defeat the flies, or go into town. I will accept going into town because the game is rather thoroughly hemming me in here.
Where do you think you're going?
To the camp.
You ain't come to make trouble, have you?
Diego says I'm to meet him in the camp.
Okay, in you go then.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
But hang on.
Any news?
Nah, everything's the same as ever.
Oh, deja vu.
That's really not my problem. Hang on.
God. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna follow the road again for a bit here. Do you have any rats I can go kill? You look named.
You don't look as though you'd just let anyone get into the castle.
Only Gomez's men are allowed in the castle.
I need to get into the castle. I have a letter here for the Highfire Mage.
And you expect me to let you stroll inside the castle to hand it over and collect your reward?
Yeah.
Okay, show me the letter.
I'm not letting you handle it. Forget it.
Okay, I've forgotten.
I figured that would get worse for me.
I want to work for Gomez.
Oh, yeah? And what makes you think Gomez will be interested in having you work for him?
Diego says you decide who Gomez is interested in.
Huh? If Diego thinks you're okay, why doesn't he take care of you? Look, let me explain. Diego's gonna test you. If he thinks you're good enough, I'll let you into the castle to see Gomez. Whatever happens after that is up to you, okay?
I'll talk to Diego.
Okay. If it makes you feel any better, it's hard for me to see the text options as well. Okay, hang on. Do I have a map? I haven't anything. Let's see. I have inventory, stats, and okay, so I do have something like a map. Here we go. What do we got? Okay.
Hey man, new here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Sure.
Why not come along?
Great! We can talk while we're going. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed to be a surprise? I like surprises.
Hey, you!
Oh, God.
The right decision.
Sorry.
Don't pay attention to me. I'll stay with you, don't worry.
Wasn't very clever.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
That wasn't very clever.
There must be something about this story.
Tell me something about the old camp.
It's the biggest and most powerful of the three camps. Gomez and his guys control the camp and thereby the whole ore trade. Once a month, the king sends us everything we need. We've got the old guy in our grip, you understand? He sends us wine, bread, meat, weapons, everything. You can also get some of it. All you have to do is join Gomez's people.
Okay.
I've talked to Thoris.
And what did he say?
He says that I can join the old camp if you think that I'm good enough.
Looks like I have myself a new job.
Do we start right now?
First, there are a few things you should know.
Okay.
What about the two other camps?
The two other camps split up to pursue their crazy escape plans. There's the new camp in the west of the colony, where the mages think they can just detonate the barrier as soon as they've scraped enough ore together. And then there's the sect loonies in the east. Their camp is in the middle of the swamp, and they're praying to their idol to set them free. He hasn't responded so far. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time on those madcaps.
Right.
Tell me more about the barrier.
There isn't much to tell. It's impenetrable.
What happens if I just walk out of here?
The last one who tried that reached the other side a dead man. This damn barrier lets you in, but you'll never get out of here.
If there's a way out, I'll find it.
You're already in a rush to get out of here? But you've only just arrived.
What do I have to know to be accepted in the old camp?
If you want to join the camp, you'll have to earn some brownie points. There are a few influential people in the outer ring. Most of them are shadows. If you manage to impress them, it'll earn you a few brownie points. Then you'll have to stand the test of faith. Besides, there are a lot of skills every new arrival has to learn. The more you learn, the more valuable you'll be for us.
Where do I find the important people?
Well, you're looking at one of them. Then there's Thoris. You already know him. As for the others, You'll have to find that out by yourself. If you don't manage to do that, you don't belong here anyway. Just go through the outer ring and talk to people. Then you'll find out who's important.
Who can teach me?
Start with Fingers. He's the most skillful among us. If you keep your eyes peeled, you'll find other people who can teach you.
Where can I find Fingers?
His hut's kind of hidden. It's next to the castle wall. Just start out here and go towards the arena. When you're at the castle gate, go down to the left, and you'll be heading for the arena.
Yeah, we have no backstory. Fill in the blanks.
What's the test of faith?
You have to go to the old mine. There you'll meet a guy called Ian. He'll give you a list. This list is important. It contains all the items the guys in the mine need from us. They'll get the stuff with the next convoy.
No problem.
Yes, there is a problem. The new camp must not get that list. Like I said, the list is important. If you do it right, you'll get much further.
If the list is so important, why should Ian give it to me?
Because you're going to tell him Diego sent you.
I'll tell him.
Oh, I'll tell him.
Where can I find the old mine?
Go to Graham. He's a cartographer. Tell him that I sent you and that you need a map. It'll show you the way to the mine. He lives to the left of the north gate.
Okay.
Can you teach me something?
Yes. I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
I don't think I have any skill points. So I'm gonna leave.
Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Take care.
Nope.
That was lucky.
There it is. Okay, skill points. I do, in fact, have 0 skill points. Okay. So we will continue our journey through Suramar here. It's obviously early Suramar.
Don't you have any plan of where you want to go?
I've decided to kill Mud. That is truly insane of his part. But fear not, you're in the majority. Listen, Fallout 1 is... Oh wait, John goes here. The best game.
Are you looking for a quiet place where we can talk for a bit or something?
Yes, Mud. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I need a quiet place alone with you. Enjoy some sleep, Evo. It's actually funny you say that, Evo. I'm actually out of water already.
I want to become a shadow.
So?
I'm looking for somebody to teach me something.
Why have you come to me?
Diego sent me.
You should have said that before. If you want to join the camp, it's an advantage to be a good fighter or thief. If the influential shadows in this camp test you, they'll give you tasks you better not get caught doing. That's why the way of the thief would be a good start to you. Incidentally, I'm the best thief in the whole of the old camp.
Okay, so I'll just murder you and be like, I fixed your stealing problem. And then they'll let me into the castle, I'll deliver the letter, and then they'll be like, oh, thanks for delivering the letter. And then quest complete, right? That's how I get out of here, right? It's like... So, thief.
Is it possible we're walking in circles? I mean, I don't know where you want to go.
Mud?
This is real fun. Thanks for taking me with you. We could do that more often. There's loads of more time left today.
Mud, it's the middle of the night.
What's your job here?
I'm in charge of the arena. I organize the bets, hire new fighters, you know.
Uh-huh.
I thought the old
It's
camp and the new
simple.
camp didn't get on.
There's fights
So why
here
do you let
once
their
a
people
week,
fight
and the
here?
diggers always like to see one of the rogues from the new camp get flattened. If one of them fights, there's more bets, and that's good for business. Personally, I can't stand the swines from the new camp. But business is business.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun.
Jesus.
If you want me to train you, you'll have to pay for it.
50 lore and 10 skill points. But that increases my sword. One-handed sword.
I want to join the
I
camp.
might be
Can you
able
help
to,
me?
if you manage to impress me. Some of the best fighters from all three camps come here to compete against each other. Challenge one of them to a fight. I'll watch you, and if you're good, maybe I'll think about it.
Okay.
I've gotten used to you already. We'll have much fun together. I'm sure of that, aren't you? Where do you sleep anyway? You can come to my place, no problem.
I'm not going to have sex with you, Mud. Okay. Ooh, Grindstone. Okay.
Why did they put you in here anyway? Do you like animals as well? They're not into that one bit. That's why they locked me in here.
Mud, what were you doing with the animals? You know what? I retract that question. Evo, go to bed. I don't know if it's cooked. Okay, I apparently do have 2 grilled meat now. Woo! I now have 4 meat. But I can't cook mushrooms. Okay. Got it. God damn it. It's as good a time as any to mention.
Some people who constantly try to beat me up. Horrible guys from the new camp. Real cutthroats. The next time I'll tell them that they'll have you to deal with in the future. Then they'll be dead scared.
Should probably mention that I didn't get a lot of sleep last night thanks to an incident. So, it was pretty late. I was getting ready to lay down. And all of a sudden, the father-in-law comes in. and says, yeah, your car alarm's going off.
Those bastards from the new camp will be amazed when they get to know that I have a protector. They'll piss themselves. That'll be fun. Normally they'll finish people off quickly, but now they'll think twice.
Now, it turned out to be nothing. We're reasonably certain that a possum or a cat bumped into the car or jumped on it, and that caused the alarm to go off. It's the first time that alarm has ever gone off on that car. But hearing my car alarms going off at midnight sent me an adrenaline spike, so I couldn't get to bed for a while. So I'm going to cut off a little bit early.
You have to watch. That won't happen again.
You know, in order to lay down.
You have to watch.
Hey, you.
Are you talking to me?
I'm warning you, people like you can get into trouble awfully quick round here. And most of the guys they chuck in here are bastards. They think they can do what they like to you, but we won't allow that. Gomez wants some peace in the camp, and we guards make sure he gets it. But it's a job that doesn't come cheap. That's why I'm asking you for some ore. Look on it as a kind of token of friendship. You help us, and we'll help you. If you get in trouble, we'll be there for you.
You are... I'm being shakedown. I don't even have any ore. And I'm already having... Okay, so... You want protection money.
You mean you want me to pay protection money? No thanks. I can take care of myself.
Have it your own way, kid. You'll soon regret turning down a friendly offer.
See ya.
Take care of yourself, kid.
Right.
Probably right.
Okay, hang on. So... What's his freaking name again? Graham. Let's see if we can find friggin' Graham. Because I couldn't find Graham earlier.
Hang on.
What is that guy doing? What, Okay, well, you have fun in there, Mud. Okay, this is where Fingers was.
Hey, you! Clever boy.
Okay. It's Kurgo. It's Kareem. It's Kettle. It doesn't look as black as I was expecting.
Hey, you!
Oh, that's just a shadow. Oh. The hell is that sound effect? Oh, it's just the meal bug. Oh god, that's probably all we eat on this stupid island. I guess that's not true. We've got the birds, but like I haven't seen any kind of husbandry anywhere. Or ranching. Or anything. Please open the box. Please open the box. Ah! Okay. Hey! Alright. I guess there's no real need to drop it. Actually, drop money. I mean, right now half my leg is inside the box, so... I like how coins value is not. I do have one ore, which honestly I probably should go ahead and dump. Everybody, remember where we parked. Alright. What? No, no, no. Ah! Okay. I mean, if we hear that line at some point, Cashel, I'm gonna laugh. I want you to know that. And I'm gonna blame you for willing it into existence. Okay, that's just
The
Digger.
right decision.
Sorry, I'm looking for someone. I can't use the anvil or grindstone or smithy. I suppose that makes sense. Okay, we're good. Wrong button. I can't help but notice there is no crafting skill, so maybe I just can't do that. Although... Nope. We'll walk away from that for now. Although, actually, inventory... I don't see a durability. Doesn't mean there isn't one, just I don't see a durability. God, I don't know, Move. Legitimately, I've never played this game until a couple days ago when I was getting it set up. I see why, since, you know, I couldn't even get it running without fan patches.
You probably...
Yeah, Morrowind wishes it was this game. Okay, so... Croatia says it's the first right. Now, the directions of the game say go left from the entrance. But I believe Croatia, not the game. And there's Graham right there. I mean, who would you believe? Croatia or Germany?
Hi, I'm new here.
I'm Graham. I draw maps. I haven't seen you here before. What do you want?
Diego sent me. He asked you to give me a map with a route to the old mine.
No problem. For you, only 20 ore.
Okay. So, if you remember, I have 1 ore.
I'll return.
So where's the map to steal? How do I steal?
Why have you woken me up?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up there. Okay, now how do I steal? How do I enter stealth mode? Hang on. A. That. What? Let's just rebind that. To C, I suppose it's by default for that. Actually, let's do that. There we go, okay. Nothing appears to be happening. Am I sneaking and there's just no animation variant for sneaking? Is that where we're at with this? Test it. No? Okay. Hi, Graham. How's your day going? Well, it's easy, Mook. It's because Oblivion's the popular one. It's actually extremely common that the games that don't need remasters or remakes get them because those games are popular. And that's what determines what gets greenlit by executives. Dragon Quest 11, Tales of Berseria, Expedition 33. Thank you, as always, Krenzler, for the sub. Appreciate you. With the help of a viewer and not the game, I have successfully found someone, speaking of which. That's about all you've missed. Yeah, I actually agree, though. Morrowind does not need a remaster. Morrowind needs a remake. Why, Croatia? I'm trying to steal from this guy, okay? I mean, I'm going to complain about this for the 3rd time today. Surviving Mars, which is not a particularly old game, had a remaster announced today. It's like, guys. And of course, everyone knows the debacle of The Last of Us getting a remaster. Like, what was it, 2 years after it came out? You know, I know the chest's over there. I guess I could just try it. I've saved recently, right? Right? I've saved recently? Sure I have. Sure. Okay. I just have to... Well, it's not in the chest. Huh. Okay. Is there pickpocketing in this game?
Come on, put that... Don't try that again.
Done. Okay. Well.
Same old story every time.
Just gonna give up on all of that. Let's see. I think the least horrifying route I could go to was this way. Because it was just birds. And I've actually fought birds. I just need to be careful about it. And we're dead. Oh, okay. Hang on, I have a slightly different idea. Just bear with me here. I've played Dragon Quest. I know how this works. I just have to kill 10 birds to live. Wow, okay. That didn't work. Whoop, sorry.
That wasn't very clever.
I doubt that's ever looks much in his shoes, though.
So far, I'll say the tone, which I do believe is actually on purpose, is that we are a level 0 nobody. Let's see if we can just pull one. There we go. Wow. Okay, that did not work at all. I don't know, I've never actually played the Risen games. That is very Eastern European. You are a nobody. You are worthless. You are less than mud. End sentence. Okay. Let's try the mole. Let's try the mole instead. Because that bird has just decided that he is going to kill me, and that's just my life. Because apparently this is a Zelda game, and I never know. Interesting, so you can't just stay in the mode. Hello, Lord Aramon. Take that. Try to take this. There we go. Okay. So that was actually intentional. I was like, all right, I'm going to kill one thing, and then I'm going to go sleep. Okay, so it's actually not as bad as I thought. The interface is a little misleading. I actually need another 6 kills to level instead of 10. I'm not sure I know 6 things I could kill right now.
If you think...
Oh, hang on. Different route. I don't want to run into mud again.
There was it. Maybe. Let's talk about something. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
That's not really my problem.
We have become one with the mud. We've technically gotten like 3 quests. I can't do any of them, but we've gotten them. I was about to hop off the edge, and then I remembered that the fall damage range in this rivals Donkey Kong.
Hey, you! You're learning fast.
Right. Huh. Sure. Okay, let's go find 6 things to kill, shall we? I guess we could try our luck with the birds again, but nothing's really got... Like, we haven't increased our output at all. So that's just a dice roll. There's the other birds, but those are, once again, birds, so that doesn't really help anything. Oh, this is the arena. Let's see, what else? I think there was another mole route I kind of skipped earlier, because I was trying not to waste the skinning. We're avoiding the Casiodors, because, yeah. No. And we're avoiding the goblins and the dinosaurs. That's 3 frickin' moles. Okay. I don't even know what that is. I mean, it's been in development since '97, so you're not super inaccurate there. Okay, so let's pop a save. See if we can just aggro 1. How's the combat in this game? Is there an area where there's less than 2 of these assholes? That's 2 over there. Decent render radius for what it is. This game actually has better render radius than Final Fantasy XI. No, really, it actually does. Yeah, this is why I mentioned that super spicy thing earlier. That is a wolf. I am not fighting a wolf at this point. I can't kill a chicken. Okay. I assume there is no use it to raise it, so I'm not actually getting any sword skill as I fight stuff, right? Like, I can assume that because my sword skill is just sitting there at 0. Even though I have killed several things. Yeah, I figured. Okay. Okay. So I have an alternate plan. Let's get a slightly different angle here. Ah. Okay. Now we're gonna back up. Okay, we have killed one thing. Yes, they have warned us as protocol demands. Now I'm gonna go lay down. Yeah, I'm not sure if blocking saved my life there, or did absolutely nothing. You haven't seen me before. I literally just left this gate!
I've only just got here.
Then watch out. The outside world is pretty dangerous. You're only safe inside a camp.
Thanks. Weirdly helpful.
There must be something. There was a...
No, I didn't mean it. Okay, whatever. I sure hope there's no real-time events in this. Or timers. Sorry, it's been 200 days. The world has exploded. Oh. Why did the world explode? Well, I was trying to kill a chicken. I did not succeed at my given task. Okay. So since blocking isn't going to work, we're going to try something else. Yeah, it didn't work at all either. I love things that don't work. Alright, yeah, off the deeper end, we've successfully killed 2 chickens. We have plenty of meat, at least. Let's eat some of our meat. There we go. Okay. Health get. So let's save. Because we survived an encounter. So there's our lizard boy. So this is probably not happening, but I'm going to try it. What? Okay, so Lizard Boy is no. I guess I can eat, like, the other plants, too. Okay, well, I mean, just for funsies, let's try out a wolf, shall we? I mean, we know what's about to happen. You know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. Even flat earthers are looking at this being like, yeah, we know what's about to happen. If there are no cheats, then I would find cheats. I would make cheats. Alright, wolf time. So my options are mole rats and birds, and both of those can kill me. But I at least can kill them. Oh no. No! I was fine and then I waited. No! No! Yeah, no, there's actually a console. I actually don't know how to bring it up, but I did see there is a console with console commands in the game. So I could just boop. And yeah, there is a god mode. I'm not actually sure what it does, but... You know what? Actually, new plan. Let's approach these from a different angle. By the way, this is the run button. To explain that, what we've been doing is running. Oh shoot, there's the lizard guy. And there's a wolf over there. Okay. Let's see if we can pry one of these birds apart. Since we don't have anything ranged right now. Anything up here? Okay. I mean, do you count falling damage, Blade of All? I do believe there is ranged. There are ranged weapons, and that there are magic spells. Yes. Up. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we back off. Okay. Over here, let's eat some foods. By the way, how do you think you use an item in the inventory? That's right! You hold down the use button and tap up. 2 more kills and I can level. And then at long last, I will see what I can do with a level. There we go. Definitely have to be careful on this one. He's right next to his buddy there. Come on, come on. There it goes. And that's what I was afraid of. Yeah. I think we know which path we're going with Croatia. I love how jaunty we are when we move. All of our movements are just so happy. Alright, sorry. Okay, so. Take 2. It looks like I want this one. Yep, here we go. No, Savacom. If the website's unclear, I've clearly done something wrong. Well, he aggroed anyways. Okay, run. Just run, just run, just run. We get to see if there's a leash radius in this game. Oh, I think that might have been... okay. Whoa, whoa. New spot. Okay, good to know, good to know. Let's do this. And then... G... I can't even imagine having control for all these interactions. Okay. Okay, we have successfully leveled. Oh my god, Savacom, you have no idea. How do you think you attack in this game, Savacom? Do note that whatever you guess, you are wrong. You have to have your weapon out, and then you have to... So you have to be in action stance. Then you have to hold down... So action stance, and you have to hold down action, and then tap a direction. Like forward, left, right, and back. Why does it do that second swing? That's been throwing me a few times. I'm not hitting the button a second time, by the way. It's just doing that, right? Other classes or builds? Near as I can tell, it's Thief or Fighter. Like, I do believe that are our option. I'm losing my brain. Okay, so we gained 10 skill points. That's actually more than I was thinking. And that's it. I mean, our health went up a little bit. I think our health went up? Yes, our health went up by 12. And we have 10 attribute points now. Okay. It's okay, Salvagum. How do you think you loot in this game? There's 3 of them. So what you do, I don't have a corpse to show off, but you hold down action, you tap up, and that starts looting. Then you have to hold action and tap right, which takes the items from the loot into your inventory. How do you think you use an item in your inventory? I can actually show this one because I'm going to do it in just a second. So pop up the inventory first. Hold down action. I'm sensing a trend here. And tap up. How do you talk to someone? That's right, you hold down action and tap up.
You're new here and the new ones always get into trouble. You could save yourself a lot.
Please stop trying to shake me down for money.
It ain't much to ask.
I literally have no ore on me.
What if I don't pay?
Hey man, don't stress yourself. You're a newcomer. Take a look around. Collect a bit of ore, and when you're ready to pay, then pay. You can do it anytime, but don't count on my help until you've made your contribution to my expenses. I'm sure you'll understand.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I'll see you later.
Just you take care of yourself.
If you think.
Yeah, the default is control, which would kill my hand, so I immediately rebound that to G. But it doesn't matter. That's why I keep calling it the action button. Whatever it is you're using, hold down the action button. Alright, I'm going to Diego now. Yeah, people like to chat while you're walking by, but when I... Okay, so I need to avoid mud. It's very important. I'm just gonna kind of go this way.
That's real.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, how do you climb a thing? That's right. You hold down action and forward. Well, okay, we didn't die. I honestly thought that was... No!
You know what? I'll do you a favor. I'll put in a good word for you, then perhaps you'll be admitted to the camp. Then we can meet every day. You gotta watch what you tell people.
You know, I have discovered an interesting concept in game design. In game reviews might be a better way to phrase that. We've probably peaked on game reviews. The top 5 probably aren't moving very much. And while there's still room for the top 25 to change, I don't expect the top 25 to change that much. We've already covered most of the best games, and we already know what most of the other best games are already, right? So the top kind of has a ceiling. But there's no floor, because we keep finding new ways to tunnel down. Every time I think I found a new worst game ever, we find something else. And then so, like I'm like, oh man, Mega Man X7 is so bad. And then, oh god, Wolfenstein Youngblood, and then Quest 64, and then and we just tunnel down and down and down. Down and down, and now we've got Starfield down there, and Secret of the Stars, which are current reigning champions, might be surpassed someday, because there is just some truly awful dreck down there. Now, I'm not saying this game is one of those, obviously I'm not. What I'm trying to say is that Blade Duvall said, have you gained new respect for FF11's and controls? And the connecting thread there is, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that it can always get worse. In any category, anything, right? Food can always get worse. Music can always get worse. Life can always get worse. There's just... you can just tunnel down and down and down. You think you found the bottom, and no, you can keep going. Okay, Diego? Diego. Diego? That looks like Diego, I think. Yes.
Hey, you! Aren't you the guy who wants to join the camp? I could help you. There are 2 guys sitting around outside the camp. One of them has stolen something from the ore barons. It's a precious amulet, which should have arrived with the last convoy. One of them should still be in possession of the amulet. If we attack them together, we should manage. I couldn't do it on my own. What do you say?
This sounds like a terrifyingly bad idea, especially since I haven't leveled. Go away.
Not interested. You'll have to live with
With
somebody
this
else.
kind of attitude, you won't last long here. Just tell me if you change your mind.
Some people think I'm a complete lunatic. But somebody like you would never hang out with a lunatic. People would talk about that, so they'll finally understand that they were wrong about me.
It was obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
Hang on. Listen to go rushing into anything.
Well, hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Found somebody, you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
If you think.
You have to watch what you tell me.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
You're my best friend here. The others only want to get rid of me all the time. I'm really grateful to you.
But keep it to yourself. Wouldn't want to be in his shoes, though. Let's talk about something else instead. People don't need to know it.
Hang on. Not go rushing into anything.
That wasn't very clever.
You think? It was obvious that there would be trouble.
If you think.
That wasn't very clever.
That wasn't very clever.
About something else instead.
Listen, this running around is really getting tiring. Shouldn't we look for a cozy place and get comfy somewhere?
Rely on somebody.
That wasn't very clever.
That's how it
There
goes.
must be something about that story after all.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
As long as I'm not involved.
I'd better keep out of it.
When things would have gone very differently.
That wasn't very clever.
Same old story.
You have to watch what you tell
There
people.
was a time when
You're like a big brother to me. I never had a big brother. Or a small one. My parents didn't want me. But I'm sure it was difficult for them.
Sure it was.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
I doubt it's ever likely to change.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know about it.
There was a time when things
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, though.
Hang on. Not go rushing into anything.
That story after.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Where are you from? You must be happy as well that you finally found somebody who understands you. I'm from Carinas. Have you ever been there? Well, it doesn't matter anyway.
Maybe.
That won't happen again.
really not my problem.
I doubt that's ever likely to change. There must be something about that story after all.
Same old story every time.
I've noticed it hasn't repeated yet.
I better keep out of some
all the blathering.
Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength.
So I've already committed to, smashy. So please increase my strength.
Some people never.
And then do it again. Wait. No, don't. Let's hold off on that.
Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Take care.
Yeah, I was just thinking I should raise sword instead of strength. But I have strength, which I don't know what that does, actually. Nothing indicates what that does. Well, let's go try and train sword. Okay, we just have to get stuck here. Let's see if this should do it, maybe. Oh, did it work? Did it work? Yes! No! I had to turn around and look, and he unstuck because I looked at him. No! No!
Have you got something to eat for me?
God damn it!
Sort of visitor. It'd be polite if you gave me something. That's manners. My friends in Carinas taught me that. They really liked me.
Okay.
Do you train fighters at all?
Yeah, but not just for fun. If you want me to
Right, I need money.
pay for it.
And I don't have money. So I need 50. I still have 0 ore, by the way. Okay, well, let's...
You think anybody's ever gonna visit us? Probably not. They wouldn't get out of here again, would they?
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I doubt that's
It does, that's true, it does have required strength requirement, stats on the weapons there. What's that brightness? 2001 graphics rendering. All right, so let's save before we do this. We'll do a backup save for this. All right, let's go get the amulet.
I'm ready to go with you. Let's get the amulet.
Okay, let's do it then.
Oh, you didn't notice, Mr. Red? During the opening, the narration was talking about how they sent in whatever the prisoners demanded. One of the things on the pallet was a woman who was tied up.
People always talk.
So, here we are, far away from your friend Diego.
Yeah, I figured.
Send you regards from Bloodven.
I figured this was happening. Yep.
Don't try.
Okay, so yep, we have done his quest. That was an excellent quest we just did. Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I have already reached not only my quit point if I was playing for myself, but my cheat point if I was being dragged forward. But I'm gonna try to go as far as we can without doing either. While we're here, I'm just curious if this is gonna do anything.
Come on.
Nice fighting.
Don't try that
Yep,
again.
nope, they are way too fast attacking, so that's just turbo not happening.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Some people never learn.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
That
That's
won't
really
happen
not
again.
my problem.
That's not really my problem.
If you think,
Some people never learn.
If you think,
I doubt that's ever likely
I'd
to
better
change.
keep out of it.
watch what you tell me.
I wouldn't like to be in his
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
I thought that'd be clear.
Leave everything you hear. That's really not my problem.
Yep, I think it's time for a walkthrough. I legitimately don't know what to do next. I was just running through everything I could do in my head, and I came up with nothing. At least nothing that wouldn't be a waste of time. So, we'll find a walkthrough.
But keep it to yourself.
What do we got? There's a strategy wiki, there's game facts. Mike's RPG Center has an entry. That's how you know it's an older game.
There must be something about that story.
Things would have gone very differently.
There's not a lot of reason to kill stuff, though. That's the weird part. The main thing that's preventing my progression right now is money.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Is that guy okay? Sir, are you okay? He's okay. He's fine. Don't worry about it.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into
Not my problem.
If you think.
Bash, 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 bash.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. That wasn't very clever.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know about it.
That won't happen again.
Yeah, it's like he's posing to establish his dominance. Okay, we'll use this one. What do we got? What do we got?
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I love this sentence. At the beginning of the game, you are too weak to fight most of the monsters in the colony, so stay close to the 3 camps and do simple quests till you're stronger. To get safely to the swamp camp, talk to this person who will escort you there. Killing any monsters in the way will you get the experience. If you take the Thoris quest, he'll send you to a new camp. To progress, you must join one of the 3 camps. I wasn't aware we could join any of the 3 camps, so I guess we have to decide who we're joining. Okay. Well, whatever. Bargety, bargety, bargety.
That's not really my problem.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Yeah, Morrowind actually has pretty good guidance up to Balmora. And then it opens up substantially. For good and for bad.
That wasn't very clever.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out which of these... This is not a great guide. You know my luck with guides. Which one of these have mage camps? I'm assuming this one does because I saw a tower when I was walking in.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear. Hang on. Don't listen to all. Let's talk about things instead. You probably heard.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
What the hell is the Brotherhood?
That wasn't very clever.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Better keep on.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
People always talk.
If you think.
If you think.
I'm not involved.
The Dark Brotherhood. Hopefully not. I don't want to join the Dark Brotherhood.
Well, there was a time when things would have gone very differently.
People always talk.
I thought that'd be cleared up ages ago.
There would be trouble ahead.
As long as I'm not involved.
As long as I'm not involved.
Rely on somebody,
It was
you're
obvious
in
there would be trouble ahead.
That's how it goes.
You're probably right.
I doubt that's ever likely
Rely
to
on
change.
somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it
Very
goes.
probably right.
That
Rely
wasn't
on
very
somebody,
clever.
and you're in trouble. That's how
I
it
thought that
goes.
had been cleared up ages ago.
That wasn't very clever.
Never learned.
As long as I'm not
People
involved.
always talk.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into
You have to watch what you tell people.
That's not really my problem.
Same old story every
People
time.
always talk.
Sorry, this is a lot of text and not a lot of info. And it's also a lot of stuff I've already done.
That wasn't very clever.
Let's talk about
Apparently, I can just pay 1,000 gold and just skip past half of this.
That's ever likely to change.
You're probably right.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
If you think.
There must be something about that story after all.
It's European push-ups.
That won't happen again.
As long as I'm not involved.
It was obvious there would be trouble ahead.
That won't
I
happen
better
again.
keep out of it.
I'm still reading to figure out how to get gold.
Better not go rushing.
It's talking about how to rob people and how to kill people, which isn't what I would call exceptionally helpful.
Things would have gone very differently.
People always talk.
That wasn't very clever. There must be something about that story after all.
Maybe.
Would have gone very differently.
Some people never learn.
Don't listen to all the blathering.
That's really
Hang
not
on.
my problem.
Not go rushing into
Story
anything.
every time.
There was a time when things would have
Thought
gone
that had
very
been cleared up
differently.
ages ago.
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
As long as I'm
Apparently, when you defeat a person, you don't actually kill them, unless you then attack them again, essentially, which does a coup de grace, which kills them. Apparently, there's pretty bad negative consequences for doing that. I find something about that vaguely funny.
same old story every time.
There must be something about that story.
Thank you for being part of the show, Krenzer. I'll put that towards the same 3 things you already mentioned earlier.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That wasn't very clever.
Same
talk
old
about
story every
something else.
time.
There was a time when things had gone very
But keep it to yourself.
Never learn.
I'd like to be in his shoes, though.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
You have to watch what you tell people.
So we need to hit level 5. We need brownie points.
There must be something about that
And we need money.
Everything you hear.
I'd better keep out.
Oh my god, this walkthrough is so crap. This is not helpful. I want to know what to do. Not what I can do. What to do. Here's how you kill people. I don't care about killing people.
You're very probably right.
Alright. Let's try this, because it mentioned one thing we can do, which might help. And when this fails, I'm gonna quit. This is terrible.
Now that you're with me, we can show a few people where to go. These bastards have been harassing me for years. When I see one of them now, I'm gonna tell them a few things.
Not go rushing into anything.
Well, I have talked to a named NPC just for you. Against my will, admittedly.
Let's
Let's talk about something else instead. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Jesus, Summercop.
What are you doing here?
Me? I'm fighting for the glory of the Sleeper.
You fight in the arena?
I was sent here from the swamp by my masters to fight for the Sleeper. I'll fight here for his higher glory, so all infidels can see how strong his power has made me.
What's the Sleeper?
What is the Sleeper?
You will find priests who will be able to answer that question better than I can in our camp. I'll just tell you this much. The Sleeper is our Redeemer. He has led us to this place, and he'll get us out of here.
You mean you're waiting for your god to liberate you?
Yes, and the wait will soon be over. A great invocation is currently being prepared.
Well, that sounds ominous and terrifying.
Could you describe the way to your camp?
There are always some novices around here in the old camp, willing to accompany newcomers like you to our camp. You only need to speak to them.
I challenge you to the arena.
I challenge you to a duel in the arena.
It will not serve the glory of the Sleeper if I slaughter just any bum in front of the audience. I'll only fight against you when you've become a worthy opponent. But I'm sure that the fighters from the old or new camp aren't all men of principle.
I'm gonna go lay down.